to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the Citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
Direct.
There are a few pleasant matters. At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Hound Hearts. He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demon's attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Drezen.
Bah.
It's empty now. None of those imprisoned by the demons survived, and we don't have any new prisoners. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
I guess you can turn him in undead. If we go with a lich, bury him as a knight.
Right you are, Commander. That day during the battle, No, my apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
That's a huge main hub. That's a huge main hub.
No one stands in my way.
Oh my god, man, I don't know from where to start. I don't know from where to start. Another Drezen.
I lead, you follow.
Oh, shit.
Onwards!
Middle-aged paladin with a genial face salutes you. Sparse grey hair stands in fuzzy tufts on his head, giving a distinctly unwarlike appearance. Ever bright Crusaders reporting for duty. My name is Seer Kobelen. I'm at your service. Queen Galpre is gathering the main attack forces in Nerosian. She ordered us to replenish the losses suffered in Kenabres and come here. We'll support your troops. Tall, dark-eyed lad is standing behind Seer, passionately echoes Seer's words. We're ready to go to the front immediately. allow us to be the spear of the attack. The old Crusader calls the young men to order. Morveg, they'll speak unless spoken to. Don't worry, no one will be defeating any demons without you. Who have you brought with you? Ever bright Crusaders mainly. We have a lot of volunteers who joined us. Those who arrived at the Queen's call, but didn't want to sit in Erosian waiting for the main army to set off. All the hotheads know the hunt is here. We picked this one up too. He walked to Kenabres with an old sword in his hand and a few copper coins in his pocket. He was gonna keep walking to kill the demons, and then he would probably have laid siege to Threshold, no doubt. Did you fight in Kenabres? How are things there? No. The Queen summoned me and the bulk of our order to Nerosian. Almost all of those who remained behind in Kenabres died. The ones that didn't were disorganized and leaderless. But the order did not perish. New volunteers have been pouring into our ranks. We're licking our wounds. Kenabres is rebuilding. Life wins out. People are coming from all over Avistan to help. Men are joining up with the Crusaders. Just as it happened back in the first Crusade. They'll be serving under my command. Now it's exactly the same like in Kingmaker. Manage Crusade affairs. Nivea, Regial, Irabet. Same but 10 times better, man. Now it's nice and clean. This leads to outside. And these my chambers. Do I still receive those heads from that other entity? Or not? Speak to Anivia first. Have you figured out how the demons have been sneaking up on us? Nothing. The entire army disappeared. Go and discover why they're disappearing. Found out anything about Minyago? Zero. Scum melted into thin air. She disappeared. How she teleported from the city. If by that time you already hung the banner. Soldiers are saying it probably wasn't in full force by then. But you and I both know that's Dras. She wasn't supposed to be able to teleport, but she did. Question is how. Regiel. You're a bit. How's the Eagle Watch doing in Canabris? We need to talk about what happened during the attack on Drezen. My behavior was unworthy of a knight, even less a commander. Under the circumstances, leaving my position will be tantamount to desertion. Still, as your advisor, I strongly recommend you release me from my position as head of the order, strip me of my knighthood, and send me to serve in the Condemned. Condemned is a military unit made up of petty criminals. You deserve these titles more than you. Don't blame yourself. Under the circumstances, you did everything possible and more besides. Who will lead the Eagle Watch then? You know, I have no one to replace you. That suggestion is no better than desertion. Except you want me to take responsibility for it. I don't want to hear. Join the ranks, knight, and fight as you swore to do. I guess you're right. You really aren't much of use. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to replace you right now. Despite your words, Irabeth obviously still feels unworthy of her commander's rank. Changing her mind will require more than platitudes. Perhaps you can bolster her by appointing her to a position where she can work more closely with the rank-and-file soldiers. Those whose faith in their commander remains undimmed. Let's manage Crusade affairs and see what it is. We got mini heroes of might and magic, civilization, and a classical CRPG combo. Exactly the same this one is in Kingmaker. Crusade development. Now that you captured Drezen, new options for the Crusade have become available to you. You can now construct buildings in forts in Drezen, issue decrees, capture and investigate new regions. Both mercenary and trainable units will appear at the commander's headquarters in Drezen. The demon armies will try to take the Drezen from you, destroy them, or else, after 7 days of siege, Drezen will be completely blockaded by enemy forces. You will no longer be able to command the Crusade. To access the Crusade management menu, click the bottom in the bottom right corner of the screen of the global map. Developing each of the Crusade stats opens new options. Military focuses on drilling and training units. Use both trainable and mercenary units to improve the rank of your military stat. Logistics focuses on economy and construction. Diplomacy, establish contacts with mercenaries in foreign nations. Leadership, on morale and army generals. Win battles and level up your generals, improve the rank of your leadership stat. Once the rank up requirements for one of the Crusade stats have been met, you will unlock the corresponding decree. Military campaign will recover 3 types of resources: finance points, material points, and energy points. Finance for all the Crusade's various needs, but first and foremost they're needed to recruit units. Material uses for building construction. Energy used for the recruitment of mythic units and the completion of certain decrees. You gain new resource points each day. Prevailing over demon armies in battle and constructing certain buildings increases the income. You can also purchase the required resources with gold. wish I could zoom out the map, you know, instead of going like this. Dear God, man, I don't know from where to start. What's up, Kevin? Tell your story, Kevin. Let's hear it. Decrees. You can only have one of your decrees issued for each of the Crusade stats at any given time. Each decree has a cost and a completion time. Some decrees can be issued once, others have a repeat time, which is displayed in the decree description window. With progress in the Crusade, management unlocks certain special decrees. A stat rank up decree becomes available to meet specific rank up recruitments. A relic upgrade decree, which turns a relic into a powerful artifact for your party to use, becomes available when you obtain a suitable relic. Oh my god. These are all decrees, regions. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. 100 hours only for this. Yeah, you can expand same as in Kingmaker. It depends how you play, and it depends on the difficulty you're playing. It's a very long game, no matter how you put it. Spies of the Abyss attempted to infiltrate Drezen to find out the commander's plans. It was only by chance that they were stopped. The officer suggested an increase the security anticipation on new attempts by the demons. Increase the number of interrogators. Introduce collective responsibility. Unavailable because they choose the path of a lich. Select trustworthy soldiers who will keep an eye on their comrades. No, Kevin, you're wrong. It's not fuck the cops. It's fuck the system. You live in that system. You decided to live in that system. You decided to live in a city you live in. Okay? You decide to live in a country you live in. It's not fuck the cops. Cops are part of the system. You live in a fraud system. And it's the same shit everywhere right now. System is broken. Broken in every country. So don't blame the cops. I'm telling you again, don't blame the cops. You wanted democracy. There's your democracy. People are calling it democracy, I just call it another way of communism. That's the same shit. But whatever. Select trustworthy soldiers who will keep an eye on their comrades. Unlocks the senior comrades. Adds leadership experience points. Deducts 200 military experience points. 10 inquisitors are recruited at the commander's headquarters. What the fuck? Senior comrades decree. And the other one, a problem with 9 lives. Quartermasters brought cats to Drezen so they would keep the stores safe from rats. Smaller demons have learned to assume the form of a cat to sneak into the city and wreak havoc. Soldiers are ready to start hunting cats, but the quartermasters are against it. Leave the cats be and exercise vigilance. Get rid of the cats. As the cult of Busted for help. Unlocks Blessing of Busted. Energy points income increases by 1. Leadership. Logistics. As the cult of Busted for help. Social, remembering the cult of Busted, poorly known in Avistan, sent a few letters to Osirian. Priestess of the goddess of cats are willing to identify the demons and remain to care for the cats. Their knowledge of divine rituals will prove useful to the Crusade. Nice. I understand you're mad, Kevin. I would be also mad. But I would only blame the system. There's only the system to blame. Nothing else. No one asked us what we want, okay? No one asked us. You're gonna live in the world that currently is. Simple as that. First, it started with Corona bullshit. Lockdowns. It's similar crap, okay? If it even exists, by the way, but it doesn't matter. It started with that, alright? And in like 2 or 3 years from now, it's gonna be climate changes. Mark my words what I say right now. Now it's what, 2020, 2021? Yeah. By 2025, you'll be able to sit in your car once in a month. In a month. Because you're polluting the surroundings. Okay. That's how it's gonna be. Be right back extremely fast. Need to take some snacks. There's a lot of reading now. Who died? Darion, hello. Recruit inquisitors for army. Leadership. Crusade morale increases by 30. My morale is already high, I guess it can go higher than this if it increases by 30. I should not do it then. It can go above 20. If it can go minus 100, why the fuck you can go in plus 100? What is that shit? Collective responsibility. Soldiers must always remain vigilant. If one of them is a traitor, everyone is guilty. The officers now harshly punish entire units when traitors have been discovered. And the warriors now try to identify enemy agents by themselves. This environment of total whistleblowing helps security but undermines the sense of camaraderie between the soldiers. Problem with 9 lives. Let me save. That's ongoing. Decrease. Orders to Irabet. Irabet's breakdown, which occurred before the assault on Drezen, still haunts her mind. Reminder that she was, is, and will be a hero in the eyes of soldiers by appointing her as a commander of a small squad of Crusaders. Need to transfer difficulties to someone else. What if I say pass? It's gone for good. Well, what I was worried about. This decrease, they can disappear. Can't fuck around with that. Not enough resources. Pass. Exactly the same as in Kingmaker. Anything else? Where are commanders? How do I pick commanders? What is this shit? Stats. Leadership, logistics, diplomacy, and military. Points. Finance, material, and energy. Completed in progress. Nothing with regions. Nothing with the map. I guess we're done here. Now how do I get out? Holy shit. Enter Drezen. What else? Bloody hell, exactly the same as in Kingmaker. With addition of Heroes of Might and Magic. Bloody hell. Large barracks where the repeated troopers sleep. Conscripts, footmen, spearmen, convicts, champions, shield bearers. Only one man barrack can be built in total. It's unbelievable. He ate 5 of those chip slices. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at this. And he goes away, he eats some freaking chips, then come back to me, okay, and starts touching me to give me more. And he's the only cat that eats snacks. Creole, thanks for the follow. Out of all of my cats, that's the only one that eats snacks, okay, like... Cat eats potatoes, goddammit, come on. Duffy Duck, thanks for the follow. Cost of recruiting is less by 5%. How do you rotate this? Can you rotate? Me up! Check the Keeper's Canyon. Only 4 spots, nothing I can build there. Dosta više. Dosta. 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 Nema. Gotovo. Nema više. No, it's the end of the season now. Tomatoes are up. Maybe like 10 more days or so. Both tomatoes and potatoes. End of the season, guys. All I got left are onions. And garlic. What's up, Rejibe? We go outside and check the entire Drezen again. I hate Drezen. I fucking hate Drezen. This is insane. You know what should have done? Make some other map big as Drezen. And make Drezen far, far shorter. So I actually have will to explore Drezen now. Just go. Oh my god. Go to the streets. Recruit lots of Hell Knights. I already have a lot of them. I think I got 50 Hell Knights. Alright, we explore everywhere now. Step by step. Never seen a bigger hub in my life. This is so fucking huge, it's unbelievable. What have they done with this game, man?
Move out.
I can't believe it actually exists. I can't fucking believe it. Fuck MMOs that they can't have details like this, okay? This is all highly detailed. What MMOs? That's all bullshit. Simplified bullshit. Arcane Weaver. Insta buff. The amount of items, god damn it. God damn it, it's gonna check all of this, you're fucking crazy. I can spend the next 3 days only in Drezen now.
Onwards!
You get the fuck out. I'm gonna play with what I find. Didn't. Notice a certain cynical pattern in my life ever since I met you first. Cyclical pattern in my life ever since I met you first. Something happens that leaves me positively intrigued. Then I descend into depths of fear and anger. Then I start to think that it's not too bad. Curiosity comes back and then something even more dreadful occurs. The demons attacking my home and the city around it was unpleasant enough already. I thought I could compensate for that by striking up a curious acquaintance. I had some new experiences that made Diri's cousin threw me right into the middle of a crusade. And just when I started to see some positives in my current situation, the gargoyles kidnapped me. The slaughter in Drezen following my triumphant rescue effectively put out every spark of optimism that I had managed to gather. Now the city is in our hands again, and it's getting more and more tolerable to stay here. I feel surprisingly good and I'm beginning to find the city rather enjoyable. This brings one very reasonable question to my mind. What is the next outrageous and dangerous mess you're gonna pull me into? You really like the sound of your voice, don't you? You just called me a bored commander. I'm devastated. Still, I must point out that you can easily avoid listening to my boring voice by not talking to me in the first place. Enter. Go straight. How about... Oh my god, I need to level them up also. Holy shit. And Voljip is still not here. And they're under penalties also. I forgot I had other companions, considering how much time I spent into Drezen. Prodigal sons. There's gonna be long loading screens, I guess, in Drezen. Just to take a piss. One second. We're gonna spend at least 5 to 6 more hours today in the game. So there's plenty of time. Camellia. Nothing with Camellia. Don't know if I should level them up. I won't level up soon also. So I should level them up. Can't go there. Can we?
Move out.
No perception checks. Okay.
Head on.
Don't know what to do first. Should I level them up? Should I loot? Should I speak with everyone?
I lead. You follow.
Exotic weapons provider. All exotics. Interesting. You gonna manage the fortress now? No way, Commander. Not in a million years. I can manage an expedition just fine. But running a fortress is a different kettle of fish. It's enough work to make Command's head explode. Which is why they sent us an expert from Nerosian. Her name is Dorgelinda Stranglehold. Even how she handles things. She knows what she's about. He's got new items, Belt of Mighty Constitution. It's so freaking expensive, man. You can buy one good item and you're out of money. There is no way I'll do it.
Onwards.
No way. No fucking way. As a blacksmith also. Christ. Nobles, peasants. Now we're gonna check this side. Here, what's this? What is this? Memorial. The names of the great Crusaders and their closest companions are commemorated on this wall. This would be the Beckers, I guess. Fucking hell. Lemkin the Cyclops. The Act. The Sound Nest. Now we got the actors here.
Move out.
Prison.
I lead, you follow.
You haven't seen Angel Path? I decided to go with it because I think it's gonna suit me the best out of everything for this subclass. I don't really care what I pick. It's already hard enough. Social. Nothing with him.
Onwards.
CR. That one is new. Old CR gives you a friendly smile. Ever bright Crusader. Ah, the commander that came. Okay, a paladin. I want to ask you a few questions about yourself. Ah, shit. Go through the insects again, what can you do? Reduce difficulty only, I guess. Steamroll through it. The leader of the order, also known as Sir Dandelion. They got no families, they drink no liquor, they play no games, accumulate no wealth, and own no lands, even if we were entrusted to them by birth. We reject everything that distracts us, that draw us to peaceful life. For our hearts always turn to war, but war is grim, and the thing that makes wicked everyone who takes part in it. We keep our hearts pure, so that we are not left sickened by war. So that our light does not fade, because darkness can only be overcome by light. Who's the lad that keeps following you around? Morveg, Gelid from these parts. Family was forced to flee. Picked him up, trained him. Fat-headed likes discipline. Smart and brave. Orgus Guerm is here. Are you aware of my special powers?
Move out.
The inn. Half-measured Tavern. Ornotum Haze. Jewelry Artisan. One more area left, by the way. And then leveling and then sorting up items. It's gonna take some time for me to get out. There's Ember here. Where the fuck is Ember? Oh. Nothing with you. We check this tree now.
Head on!
Worm. What's an one-eyed devil? What's an one-eyed devil? The fuck? One-eyed devil? What the fuck are you? A short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewing tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch from a tobacco box adorned with jewels. Fine day to you. Oh my god. Fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's Trading House. Thanks for the follow. Trading house is just a shop. How did the tiefling get up on this side of the Crusaders? Shelbyx. Isn't that a risky name for a store for Crusaders? Why your price is so high? We're saving the world from demons. What happened to your eye? Being the one-eyed devil is a big selling point for me. Have you heard about my new powers? Being an angel is a burdensome thing. If we had the power of a Fae or an Azata, that would be a disaster. Scrolls, lockpicks. What's Haramaki? Light armor Haramaki. Alluring charisma 16,000. What are these prices? Bloody hell, I won't pay for that. Get in the end, let's see what's in the end. Thanks, Kevin. Can Diran dispel insanity? We'll see when I check the spells. Break enchantment from clerics and oracles should dispel insanity.
Pay attention.
I'm quite sure of it. Shit, what's the point if you can't pick a lock? Let's see what I get if I break. Magical scraps. Whatever you do, I broke it all. How the fuck can I unlock that? Come on. Come on. I don't know if it rolls randomly when you destroy, whether he keeps something or not. Let's try again.
Got it.
He just destroys it all. Same shit. Is there a way to prevent such spells from happening? There is, of course. You rack up Fortitude, Reflex, and Will. You just rack them up. And then you got AoE, passive spells, and so on. Of course there is. But in the early game, I guess not. And it also depends on the difficulty. The harder the difficulty, the less chance you'll not get fucked. That's how it is. It's better to make sure you have removals than to worry about if you're gonna get something negative. I'll never succeed in perception check. Ever. I succeeded because of Len. Now it triggered, and it doesn't want to trigger for a chest. And I'll kill it. Told this my brothers and me, and he's dead back. And he died. Nemio is here. The experiment. I will need some supplies for this one. Please bring me a bottle of alcohol, and it will do. Science can't wait. Come back when I have a bottle. And it will do for experiment urgent. Nemio needs alcohol. Why would you need alcohol for an experiment? What kind of experiment? Personal nature. Why don't you go and buy a bottle yourself? Thanks for the follow. I brought a bottle of alcohol for you. A last sweet wine. Snatches out the bottle out of your hand, stares with my pet learning the true values of humanity from the perspective of the lowliest man on the street. Open it. Uncork the bottle. What is this experiment going to be about? With the help of this bottle, I will lower myself to the level of the average man on the street. I will try to understand the mentality of someone who wholly devoid of intelligence. Shouldn't know, maybe even from personal experience, the alcohol dampens mental activity. It's a catalyst for stupidity. With a brain like mine, alcohol is the only way to find out how it feels to be an idiot. You're talking as if you never tried alcohol before. So you're asking me to be your drinking buddy? I'll do the drinking alone. Your role in this experiment will include standing here and provide me with a visible reaction to my inevitable temporary degradation. Do you always carry a corkscrew up your sleeve? Uncork the bottle. She takes a big gulp straight from the bottle. After she overcomes the urge to vomit, she looks at you with teary eyes. How do you all drink this? Am I doing this for the sake of science? Another gulp. That should be enough. Am I stupid yet? Quick, ask me something smart. How many heroic acts did Yomedea perform? How many arcane schools are there? What is a Lenorm? Is there an overland route from Avistan to Tianxia? What is 2 times 2? What is Lenorm? Type of a dragon that possesses strong connection to the first world. No inborn talent for spell casting, but they can cast curses. Did you know that the sleeping Lenorm is bound to wake if you kick it really hard in its... It would appear I'm not drunk yet. She swings the bottle again. It seems to be working. Need to come up with the idea. You usually have tons of ideas. Let's see. The Scarian Baphomet. Their anti-Crusader alliance is not effective enough. They need to unite their forces on the physical level. Baphomet needs to mount the Scari and ride him into the battle 2 in 1. The experiment was successful and definitely drunk. So how does it feel to be drunk for the first time in your life, from a scientific point of view? Terrific. Terrific. You can play every barbarian, fighter, blood rager, scald, with 2 long swords. That's how men on the street see signs that don't give a rat's ass about it. Who cares what a linnorm is and where it lives? If it's not wine and you can't drink it, what's the point? Hope you're satisfied now. My intellect never stood a chance in a battle with alcohol. And what's most striking, this fact doesn't bother me at all. My thirst for knowledge, my desire to prove myself, they're all gone. My mind is so calm, it's actually a little frightening. I simply must describe this condition for my encyclopedia. You're not going to drink like a fish from now on, are you? Maybe a little bit sometimes, no more than once a year. Only if no one sees me. And now what? That's it for now. I'm fine now. What was that? What was what? A moment ago you were drunk as a skunk and now all of a sudden you're stone cold sober. Clearly I decided to forget the incident entirely because I no longer need this information. So you can simply forget you were drunk and sober up just like that? I forgot I consume alcohol. Your abilities are just amazing. What we were talking about. Nenia, Nenia. Let's check the jewelry shop. This one. Artisan. Golden Golem. Man, they look far better than in Kingmaker, that's for sure. You're an artisan. Welcome to the shop of Derek Sunhammer, the finest jewelry in all of Mendel, through artistry crafted by the master himself and his apprentices. Take a look. Let's see what's the most expensive. Shimmering jewelry. Diamonds, blah blah blah. Bulk. By price. I'm gonna sell garbage. And I think it's best to sell garbage here because of the loading screens. Well, now, goddammit. We'll check this. Tavern keeper, Greybor.
Move out.
Greybor is here. What the fuck? Think I can get him as a companion. Fucking almanac.
you?
Hire Greybor. Stands a dwarf, stern, rugged features, looks to be well armed. He fills his pipe with tobacco with Garund, lights in and blows out a cloud of smoke. Finally he addresses you in a deep, dignified voice. Who are you?
Don't you remember our last meeting? The name is Greybor. I'm an assassin for hire. But I suspect you're not here for small talk. Are you in need of my services?
Tried to kill the huge demon at the Battle of Drezen, but you failed. What happened?
Yes, that was a failure. It was supposed to be a clean job. An anonymous client, a worthy target, a substantial fee. But the client insisted that I use an enchanted dagger they provided. I was assured that a single hit would be enough to finish the job, but it didn't work as expected. It was a serious blow to my reputation. And my reputation is everything to me.
Great picture for Greybor. I wanna hire you for a dragon hunt.
A large adult female? The one that's been snatching people and carrying them off? I've heard about her. That's an impressive target. I can take this job, but only if we do it soon. I'm expecting a new assignment from my regular client, and I'll have to leave as soon as I have the orders. And of course, you should know that this dragon will not come cheaply. 2,500 gold, paid in advance.
How about a small discount?
Let's think this through. Are there lots of assassins in this town who have the valuable experience of subduing dragons and are willing to work for you? Will I lose any profit by protracted haggling? Will you? Is there any chance that someone less competent than I am will be able to locate your target as efficiently as I would? No, I don't think so. There is absolutely no reason for me to give you any discounts. 2,500 gold is an honest price for the head of a fire breather. Excellent. Let's get down to business. It's no easy thing to take down a dragon when you don't have wings, so you'll need to follow my lead. The best thing would be to catch her by surprise in her lair, but we need to find it first. Of course, since she doesn't leave tracks, that might be tricky, but I think I have a solution. We need to go west of Drezen, to the Grimwood Forest. The dragon's been seen there often. According to the scouts, this is likely because there's still some wild game left in those parts. We'll set up an ambush there. I hope I can rely on your honesty. I understand that on our way to the dragon, there may be other fights or places we need to visit for various reasons. That's to be expected. However, should I see that you are deliberately delaying the contract, or that you're dragging me off to assault some demon citadel instead of going after the dragon, we will have to revise the terms of our agreement.
What are you, Greybor? A slayer. Neutral. With dwarven war axes and a hand axe. Weapon fights, dwarven war axe. Accomplish sneak attacker, hammer the gap. Power attack. He came like this, sneak attacks. Double slice, weakening wound. Improved your weapon. Slow reactions on damaged opponents.
Got a job for me, Commander? Good luck.
We'll level them all up just to finish with exploring this. And garbage.
I lead, you follow.
The owner of the half measure. You can call me the armored armadillo, it's for all I care. Buy my title, Knight Commander or simply Commander. What can I do for you? Wine, meal, heart-to-heart talk. How is there such a young lad owns a tavern? It belonged to a relative. Authorities of Yomadale Church will be returning what remains to the lawful heirs of the deceased. I want to thank you for personally defeating the demon in this very tavern when the city was liberated. Without you, who knows how many glasses he would have smashed before the Crusaders got to him. A half measure is a strange name for a tavern. I received 15,000 gold. Why? What for? Holy shit. The 9 multi-classing, I'm just playing a shield better. You made a hybrid build for a Blood Rager. All Blood Rager subclasses are hybrids. You just need to pick who you like. Check some of my builds for Blood Rager on my YouTube channel. I went through all of subclasses. When you go with a subclass, there is basically no reason to multi-class, because it's already multi-classed. Mythic pet is Angel, yeah. Why, you wanna play Monk because of extra attacks? It would work. Why the fuck not? Of course it would work. But I would also suggest if you really wanna hurt with a Mutation Warrior, you can go with some subclass of Rogue, for example, like Rowdy or a Vivisectionist Alchemist, or a Slayer if you plan to put 3 points into it. I mean, you can go like Monk 1 level because of those extra attacks. Then you can go with Rowdy or a Knife Master Rogue because of the sneak attacks. And then you put everything else into Blood Rager. And that way you're gonna get sneak attacks, you're gonna get more attacks, and you're gonna scale up a bit later. But that's the price you pay. Vagrant Gamer, thanks for the follow. If you're super new to this, the first thing that you should do is play Pathfinder Kingmaker. And then play Wrath of the Righteous. Because Wrath of the Righteous throws everything at you from the freaking start. Everything that you slowly learned in Kingmaker here, everything is thrown at you from the start. Just play Kingmaker first. Family story, not for the faint-hearted. You're not one of those, are you? One day before the war stones were erected, a peasant family got lost on the way to the fair. Ended up near the borders of the world wound. They stumbled upon a bored demon who killed the father right away. He then asked the mother if she preferred him to take all her children or only half of them. The sobbing woman looked at her 3 darlings and said half. The demon promptly cut the arms and legs of all 3 children, said, "I guess that's even," and disappeared. And why did I receive 15,000 points for that? People across Drezen heard this story after a family found shelter at the local temple of Yomedea. For many years they saved up for a generation spell so the children could be made whole again. They eventually scrapped together enough for just one scroll and decided to give the youngest child a second chance at life. He soon became the tavern first owner and called it Half Measure in memory of his family and the terrible incident with the demon. He had a good life for a time, got himself married, always planned to help his brother and sister, though he never got a proper chance. When the demons had Drezen surrounded, the poor cripples tried to run for their lives, but they died on the spot. The brother and his wife died a little later at the hands of the deserters. There were rumors that some demon that butchered the family came to Drezen and made a den of the Half Measure. If that's true, I guess he got what he... that's why we received, because we killed the demon that actually did that to children. There was a story behind the demon here in the end. Why do you like sitting on the counter? Drezen isn't the biggest city, but it's still few taverns and pubs to compete with others. I need people to remember my establishment and myself. The second reason is the place atmosphere. People should feel relaxed here. What's the feeling here in the city? Spirits are high. They already forgot when you last Canabras. War is like that. People live for one day and day tomorrow, not yesterday. This calls for a toast, does it? We receive a mead. Drinks on the house. What do your customers say about my new powers? They say you're an angel from heaven, but you hide it so you can be closer to the people. Not that I really believe it. But if I think about it, a halo and wings would really suit you. The most important question is, do angels drink? Let's put it to test. See what you got. Man, even he has good stuff. Goes touching, igniting, short sword. 50,000. Jesus Christ. There is one small area to visit, and then there's leveling, and then there's itemization, and then we can get the fuck out from here. Oh, there's a Temple of Desna now. No, Yomedea.
Onwards!
Is this shit?
Move out.
It's a basement. Don't tell me I see invisibility or something like that. Why would you place a basement here? What's the point of this? There were no perception checks. So it might be something with the invisibility. I'm going for a bag of holding immediately, by the way. I need to check those traders for bag of holding. Is there only one bag of holding in the city?
I lead. You follow.
Chapters do not matter, Rabbi. The proportion of maps matters. And this is like 4 times bigger game than Kingmaker. I would finish Kingmaker by now. Yeah, and you can also find a lot of bags of holding in Kingmaker. The fuck is this place?
Move out.
Perception checks, nothing. Weird. Ah, fuck it, 150 hours were loading screens, let's be real.
Head on.
Len is here. If you think it's still long on SSD, you haven't played Kingmaker. This is mega fast loading screens. Mega fast. You don't know how it was.
Onwards.
What a great game they made, man. What a great fucking game they made. You people are not used to the loading screens. When I was younger, I remember whenever Winter Nights 1 came out. On day 1. I don't remember what I had back then. I think it was a Pentium 2. Some silly machine. 233 megahertz CPU with some shitty graphic card and so on, and loading screens for Neverwinter 1 were from 1 to 5 minutes non-stop. You don't know what you're talking about when you say something is long. Dragon Age Origins for me, for example, in vanilla version. The game that relies on quick loads, there was no loading screen under a minute. Also, all of those older games, basically, the only perfect game without loading screens was Diablo. Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. And those are action RPGs. All CRPGs had huge loading screens. But Blizzard North, not the shitty Activision Blizzard, old Blizzard, they optimize their games very well. Both from Warcraft 1 to 3, StarCraft, Brood War, Diablo 1 and 2, as well as all expansion packs. They didn't call it DLCs, they called it expansion packs. So, these are fast loading screens, simple as that. Mega fast.
Move out.
Elan is here. Doesn't wish to speak with us. Spellforce, Arcanum, of Magic Obscura. All of those games had huge loading screens. Even Witcher 1, when it first came out, had huge loading screens. Then corrupted saves, then God knows what else. Every vanilla version of the game that comes out on day one usually has huge loading screens. This is mega fast.
I lead. You follow.
Why is the roof available if there's nothing? Troll. Bunch of trolls. It wasn't because it was, let's be honest, ugly. It was a great game, but a very ugly game. With low resolution. So that's why it was cool. I remember that you could play Baldur's Gate on a toaster. Like literally on a toaster. Šta da jedemo? Hoću. A kad? Nemoj da me zoveš dok se ne oladi, molim ti. Pozovi me kad stigne. My wife is making a dinner. Ah, sanctified area. Nostalgia or not, a lot of time passed. Since then, I'm nearly 30 years older. Seal ice here. Check barracks. Check the building, we check the house, we check the prison, we checked it all, there's only the temple. What do I think about Baldur's Gate 3? It's Divinity Original Sin 3, it has nothing to do with Baldur's Gate. And I believe some other studio should have done that instead of Larian. It's gonna be good, but it ain't gonna be great. Larian should have kept their main title, Divinity, as the primary focus. They wanted money, and they opted in to buy Baldur's Gate as the strongest name in CRPG industry. So they went greedy mad. Light humor from Larian will enter Baldur's Gate. And you know that Baldur's Gate has dark humor. A very little amount of dark humor. And what I played in early access is a huge amount of light humor, like in Divinity. So it has nothing to do with Baldur's Gate. Fucking chests. I'll play it for sure, I'll have multiple runs, alright? But I don't expect much of it. I've spent like, I don't know, 50 hours in early access. Fuck, it's locked. It's nothing special, it's nothing like you say, wow, they overachieved, they did this, they did that, you see something new. No, it's Divinity. When I play this, I say, Victor, thanks for the raid, Victor. How you doing? When I first started playing this, I said they overachieved. This game made a huge impression on me, while Baldur's Gate made nothing. Nothing. It feels like a DLC for Divinity. Let's... only Scylla remains, yeah. The fuck is she? Am I blind? Where's Scylla? What? Are you upstairs? Where's Scylla? No, oh my god. Fuck are you doing then melting with them? Nothing with you. Alright. Which part? Angel. I chose Angel because I think it's the best with this subclass. Artex, thanks for the follow. Guys, I believe we can get out from Drezen. 3 days in Drezen in a row. Although I can't get out, I need items to fix. And to level up the rest of the companions. Let's start with Camellia. I already received a Slayer and I turned Camellia into a Slayer just so I can make her an assassin. And now I can make Greybor as assassin too. Like I literally don't know what to do with Camellia. Literally don't know what to do. We're level 10 now. What will she receive if I reset her and put her on level 10 as a shaman? Pure shaman. Cold, Raise Dead, no, I got all of it. Slay Living Stones, King, Communal is cool. Through Seeing, I already got it with a Cleric on 5. This is on 6. Bear's Endurance, Communal ain't bad. Greater Eagle Splendor. Mess. Moderate Wounds, Mess. Owl's Wisdom, Mess. Everything in Mess. Okay, everything in AoE. And Create Undead. And a Bloody Hexius. Okay. And Bloody Hexius. If you wanna focus bosses, it's a must. The fuck if I know. Now I just received Greybor. I can turn him into Assassin easily. At least I think I can turn him into Assassin. He should have all of those prerequisites for it. How come you cannot be an assassin and you're assassin? In lore, he's an assassin. And they made him a pure slayer. And they said how he's an assassin. They're unbelievable, okay? They're unfucking believable. They even named him assassin in the game. Then you can't play him as assassin. what's the reason behind this? Okay, an assassin. He was sneaking. He nabbed the demon in its back with a dagger. What's even worse, it was with a dagger, and they gave him axes as a slayer. He speaks like an assassin. You hire him as an assassin. He's neutral. Like this build, it literally counters the entire lore behind him. Make him something else then. Fuck, you give me a slayer that can become an assassin. It merges so well. Like it really merges so fucking well. Look at this, look. Like it was made for him. But no, they put his alignment neutral. And now you can't do shit. I feel like companions were rushed. Okay, they made the game, they made it all, and you know they had like little time to do companions. Then that freaking mistake, for example, on Camellia, where her alignment is conceived, and if you want a multi-class, you can easily see she is chaotic evil. Now this one, they name him an assassin, you hire him as an assassin, and he cannot be an assassin. What the fuck? I don't even know what I want him for, to be honest. Even if I want a multi-class, what I would multi-class slayer with a rogue. But it's a weapon finesse, and you came with what? Don't tell me you came with strength. You came with strength for sure. Maxed out. And rogues receive weapon finesse. We don't need weapon finesse. How about a Tug? Tug also goes with finesse. You also go. All of you go with finesse. No, we ain't mixing you. Slayer, 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 Slayer. Who was with a favorite enemy? Ranger. Select a creature type. Okay, we can select a dragon and then respec later. Because the first quest with Greybor, you hire him to kill a dragon. It's a slayer. You put a dragon as a favorite enemy. And then you respec after you kill a dragon. Dragons. +2 bonus on weapon attack and damage rolls against dragons. Now what type of ranger do I put on a Greybor? There's a demon slayer, and for some reason favored enemy is forbidden on a demon slayer. I don't get it. Why you forbid? Why would you forbid a favored enemy on a demon slayer? Only if he comes already with a favored enemy demon, but espionage expert is here. Trap finding, flame warden, freebooter. Now freebooter disable favorite, and he receives freebooter's bane. Study target. This is already a class with a slayer. Like you picked a fucking slayer. Nomad comes with animal companion. And a stormwalker is with lightning. Everything is the same shit. We're gonna pick favorite enemy, dragon. Greybor is good with athletics, mobility, stealth, and perception. These are very solid stats. I like them a lot. a lot. Favorite enemy dragons. We need him for a quest to kill a dragon, and this is the way to go. Say done. How come you don't have a mythic pot? Why you don't have a mythic pot? I thought I've seen mythic pot on him before I leveled up. Also, Scylla completely bugged out on me too. She's without team feats now. I need to respect Scylla. It comes without mythic pot. He is recruited, but we need to do the dragon. Fine, fine. Jel gotovo? Ej! Alo! Just to see when is my dinner. My dinner is ready. Guys, 5-10 minutes pause just to eat. And we're gonna play the entire night. Till 5-6 AM, to be more precise. 5 to 10 minutes, people. Be right back very, very fast.